Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's gonna be a little different. If you follow me, you know that I have a really big issue sleeping at night. So last night I was scrolling through YouTube and I run into this video. This video was suggested to me and I was intrigued by the title, so I listened to the video. It's a vlog from a young lady, and let me say from the beginning, I am totally in love with this young lady. She reminds me so much of my 3 daughters. She is beautiful and brilliant and outspoken and to the point. So let me just say that from the jump. This vlog I'm doing now is a reaction to this vlog that was on her channel. So let me first start by greeting Miss Madison Brown. Yeah, in your vlog you touched on 2 topics. One topic was recently you've been seeing a lot of homesteading and slow living channels promoting this kind of lifestyle. The second topic also had to do a lot with this lifestyle, where you saw a lot of vlogs with mothers with 7 children and one on their hip and working in the kitchen and looking out in their backyard, and you know, this beautiful lifestyle. And you wanted to peel back all those layers because you didn't think that the lifestyle that is portrayed on these channels are exactly what meets the eye. But I want to say to you, I did a vlog on this recently, that no lifestyle really is what people think it is. It's more deep, it's more broad, it's more involved, and no one person can bring that force to another person. So that is the case with every lifestyle. I'll link that vlog above and below if anybody wants to take a look at it. So let me tackle first of all the topic you did about mothers and portraying mommy life, and you don't believe that mommy life is as it is portrayed on social media. And I want to agree with you to a certain extent, but I want to say that I feel really sad that you chose the example you chose was Ballerina Farm. Out of all the channels on the internet and out of all the things that I follow, I thought that was the worst channel that you could choose as an example, because there are so much more mommy channels and there are so much more people living a slow life that, sorry about the chickens in the back, I wanted to do this outside today. There's so much more channels on the internet, on social media, that portrays the normal person in a more normal light. Because yes, I agree with you, that channel you chose was a level many of us normal folks will never reach. And you said that yourself, the normal way of living, because of her background and her access to money and basically a different lifestyle. So I was really disappointed that you chose that channel when there are so many other channels that you could have chose for an example of this video. But I want to say, because you're not a mom yet, but I want to say to you, when you do become a mom, you already in your life have a friend circle, and mothers, normal mothers among each other, do not romanticize motherhood. You will be getting advices and little tips and tricks from normal people in your normal life. I agree with you, how it is romanticized on social media is not the norm, and that's what you have to keep in mind. Truth be told, motherhood is a unique experience. Your friends and you and your parents and your own mom, among us, we share so much with each other that we are able to get through our unique experiences. Like you said, because it is so difficult at times, you do need to see how others are doing it differently. You can use social media and the things that you see, that mommy life, as a way to refocus and maybe handle it differently. We are blessed in this time, unlike 150 years ago, where my great-great-grandparents had 22 children and they had to knock it out themselves out of the park. They didn't have any help. They just had to do. But now we have a more connected world where we can share our experiences and understand that what I'm doing, maybe I could have done it differently, or use those experiences for as a lesson that I'm not lacking, I'm not inadequate. I can do this differently, and how I'm doing it, that's okay too. And secondly, something that you said that really touched me. You thought it was like over the top to say that mothers are dancing with their kids every night and making them healthy snacks and, putting them to bed and reading them a story, for example. I want to say that no matter if you're a boss lady or you're living a corporate life, everybody should have that. I did it with my kids. I dance with them every day. And my daughter right now, she is a boss lady. She lives in the deep corporate world, climbing the ladder like nobody's business, but she finds time every day every night, every evening, to dance with her kids, at least an hour before bedtime. She calls it tiring them out so that they can get a good sleep. And making healthy snacks for your kids, there is nothing above and beyond that should be a responsibility of yours. It is not enough for you to give your all being a boss lady or being in a corporate world, giving your all for the company that you're working for or the boss that you're working for. You're also responsible for these little human beings. So you also have to give your all for them. Yes, you can do both. And both things can be just as satisfying, just as much fun. So I agree with you that sometimes they put it on a little thick. Is it really that difficult to give your all for your own family as well as giving your all outside of the home? There has to be balance. That is something that we all have to learn, that balance is important outside and inside. And you're responsible for your work outside, but you're also responsible for these little human beings. I'm not knocking you on a lot of things you said. Like I say, you have a brilliant mind. Yes, I agree that on social media, maybe they should show more of the negative things, like staying up all night and being tired and being pissed on and shat on and vomited on. It is not all glamorous. But in my experience raising my daughters, I have such great memories of every negative thing. They were experiences that I cherish up to this day, and still making memories with my grandkids. You cannot exchange those memories for money, for nothing. They are such happy moments in our lifetime. And finally, your point about the mommy bloggers, I agree with you that sometimes I watch these TikToks and YouTube videos and I can blatantly see the exploitation that some parents do with their kids to get views and to get money in their pockets. I think it's disgusting. The things that I think are more disgusting is when they use swear words at their kids and just very aggressive, bad behavior. And I'm thinking, ain't no wonder that we have such messed up kids when that is their experience. So I totally agree with you about the exploitation. It's disgusting. So now let me get to the farm core and slow living part of your vlog. Like I said, I'm so very sorry that you chose Ballerina Farm to reference this lady and to reference her content when there are so many of us, thousands upon thousands of us, doing our thing. From half an acre in the backyard to people with 20 acres. We love what we do, and everything we do is a labor of love. We do it for our own mental health. We do it for our family's health. We do it because we love it. And like you said, it's not glamorous, and it's sticky, and it's nasty, and you wake up early, and you mentioned a few negative things. None of those things for us are negative. We love it. We love what we do. And you also mentioned that it's hard work. But being a boss lady, living in the corporate life, is also hard work. We derive energy and joy from this lifestyle. The question is, do you guys? I want to say I doubt that very much, because I was also a boss lady and live in the corporate life. And it was completely stressful. Your analogies made me think about a story I heard a few years ago. So there was this businessman, he went on vacation and he was relaxing among the locals, and he met this local guy that was really working hard. I think he was a fisherman and he was fishing. And the businessman turned to him and was trying to explain to him how he could develop his business, telling him different tips and tricks to grow his business, because it would be so much more beneficial to him, and buy a bigger boat and catch more fish and sell more fish and then buy a house, and just basically teaching him where he could grow into a big cooperation, and ultimately he would be able to live the lifestyle that this businessman is living, where he could just relax and go on vacation and relax. So the local guy turned to him and said, "Do you mean that I could go on vacation where you're going on vacation? But sir, this is where I live." I'm not sure I told that story correctly, but the gist of the story is a lot of Westerners are now seeking out that quiet life, that relaxed life, that many other cultures and many other cultures that we think are backwards and primitive, we are going on vacation to experience that lifestyle. So I said all that to say, is a relaxed lifestyle like we live, the slow living lifestyle, is it really bad if so many people are working hard all year that they go on vacation to experience this lifestyle? That is something that you might want to think about. Why are so many people striving to go on holidays to experience this lifestyle if it was such a bad thing? Like you said around minute 14, that farm life is smelly and dusty and hard work and not glamorous, and you had a few adjectives to throw out there. I want to disagree with you. It is a beautiful, beautiful life. It's not constantly picking up shit and doing intense work and waking up 4 in the morning. There's a lot more to it than the few channels that you run into. I think you did us a disservice by picking certain channels that are portraying it as something negative when it's not. It is one of the most beautiful lifestyles that many people are striving for right now, and many more will be heading towards in the future. Lastly, I want to address the gender roles that you talk about. In life, my dear, we all have roles. We all do. But I have found from hundreds of homesteaders that I follow that it is not, like you said in the very beginning, it's not exactly what meets the eye. A lot of husbands do not want to be involved in vlogging. Not meaning that they're not having a role on the homestead or in the family, but they just don't care too much to be in the vlogging. And basically a lot of husbands in these situations are out working, where the mom is in the home and have more time to do the vlogging. The husbands are not present in the vlogging. So what is portrayed, like you say, where's the husbands in all of this? It's not like they're not there, because even in my case, when I do my vlogging, my husband works a corporate life and I'm stay at home. 80% of the things that are done on our homestead, he does. But he doesn't care to be in the vlogs. He doesn't care to speak on camera. It's not his thing. I mean, he helps me out immensely with everything that has to be done, but it's not like on what is shown in my vlog is not the reality in our home, because my husband does 80% of the work. He does the painting, he does all the groceries, he does all the chores, he cleans the chicken coop, he helps me dig all the holes for my plants, whatever I need. He is there doing that for me. So gender roles is not portrayed as it really is in reality in these vlogs. Not because women are the one taking that front role. It's just like you said in the beginning, it's not always how it is in reality, what you're seeing on social media. Like you said, what goes on social media, truly there's always a backstory, but the backstory isn't always a lie, and it isn't always a conspiracy. It can be personal choices that we as a family make to portray in our vlogs or on social media. I wrote this down for you. Finally, Madison, yes, we are divine feminine in all that we do, be it a boss lady or a stay-at-home mom with our own backyard garden. And yes, I believe being closer to earth is being closer to our true self. And I'm glad that more and more people are starting to yearn for that from a place deep within their cores. We all need to get back to living our original human lives. That is my reaction, and I really hope that you run into this video and you react back to me. It was wonderful listening to your vlog. Like I said in the beginning, I love everything about you. You remind me so much of my daughters. There's a lot of things that you said that made sense, that I agree with, but there's a lot of things that I had to call you up on and get it straight, okay? Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again in my next vlog. Cheers.